guys, and welcome back. Thank you so much for coming back. I really appreciate your love. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. Thank you so much for the comments and the feedback. I really appreciate it. If you're here for the first time, my name is Ife Adradola, and I want to specially welcome you. Thank you so much and congratulations because you are in the right place. Today, I'm reviewing a book titled Do As You Are Told, BAJI, written by Lola Soneyin and illustrated by K.R Onimole. And this book I really, really like. I like it because I learned a few new things about the setting of the book. But before I go into that, let me just read, the blurb of the book so that you have an idea of what this book is about, because I'm not going to tell you so much. All right. Baji goes to Koi in Kaduna State to spend the weekend with Baba, his grandfather. Baba takes Baji to his farm, but soon discovers that Baji does not often do as he is told. As an eventful day on the farm comes to an end, fun-loving Baji has an interesting encounter with a stubborn donkey. Wow. So now, one thing about this book is that I think that every child between the ages of 5 and 8 will be able to relate to this book, because there have been times where they were just completely disobedient. You would only be lying to yourself if you're going to tell us now that your child has never been disobedient to you. You're going to be lying to yourself. So there's that stage where every child just wants to do as they like and not do as they are told. Now, this is not coming from a place of rebellion. No, I don't think it's coming from a place of rebellion. I think it's just coming from a place of um curiosity. They're just being inquisitive. Why shouldn't I do it? What will happen? What is the worst that will happen if I do it? What is that thing that wants to happen if I do it? And where we parents miss it is that point where they want to know what the worst is that can happen. We don't want to tell them the worst that can happen because we're trying to protect them, but they want to know, and that's why they go ahead to do these things. So I really like that, we don't have a perfect character in this book. We have a character who just wants to know why and who just wants to do what he wants to do and not what you have told him to do. So that is one of the things that makes it really, really relatable. So it's a wonderful book. It's if you have a child who's going through that phase right now, this is one book that you can get. And you're not saying anything to the child. Just give the child the book as a gift, and the child reads it the first time, reads it the second time. He will get the message. He or she will get the message and understand that sometimes just obey and then go back and ask why, instead of doing it the other way around. Okay, because Baji was such an interesting character. I really loved the sense of adventure that he carried. He just wanted, I mean, it was probably from the city, right? And then he moved to Kaduna State, a Koi village in Kaduna State. And because, I mean, if you look at the illustrations, you see that it's a village setting. So everything there was still very new to him. So he was just wondering, okay, why can't I do these things that Baba is saying, no, don't do that. Why can't I do it? He wants to know why, because these are things that he misses. These are things that he doesn't get to do back in the city. I'm assuming he's coming from the city. These are things that he doesn't do back in the city. So sense of adventure in every child. Every child is adventurous. Every child is adventurous. And sometimes we kill this sense of adventure because, like I said, we're trying to protect them from getting injured. We're trying to protect them from damaging something that belongs to us. So we don't allow them to be free and to make their mistakes or to fall sometimes. These things are good for children. You just know where to draw the line for them. All right. Yes. So another thing that I really like about the book is the setting, Kwai in Kaduna State. I had never heard of Kwai in Kaduna State until I read this book. So I had to go Google it, and then I saw that, okay, this place actually exists. It's not a fictional setting. It actually exists. And guess what? Did you know about glass stones? Did you? Did you? No, you didn't. Well, I found out about glass stones also when I read this book, and I went online to check and realized that these glass stones are actually in Kaduna State. I had no idea. So your child learns a thing or two from this book. See why we have to keep telling our own stories? Because I am very sure you line up 10 children and you ask all 10 of them about this place in Nigeria. 9 of them would not know because they don't have enough materials to give them this information. And that is why people like this have written books like this, so that your child reads it and knows that there's a place called Koi, there's a place in Kaduna State called Koi, and this is one of the minerals or the natural resources that is peculiar to this part of Nigeria. Okay, so that's one thing that I really like about the book too. And you know, the also the theme of obedience. We discussed that already, where you know you have a child who just doesn't want to do as is being told, but as much as the main character Baji is adventurous, wants to do his own thing and all of that, he had to learn a lesson, and he learned it the hard way. At this point, Baba did not need to tell him, you see, I told you. He didn't need to tell him I told you so, because Baji learned his lesson even by himself without being told. You know, so sometimes it happens that way with children. Sometimes, you know, you can protect them from having those experiences, but sometimes these experiences are good, so that next time when you're being told don't do this, you think about it. If I do it, what are the repercussions? Okay, maybe I shouldn't do it. Maybe I should just sit still. Maybe I should just obey what my daddy, my mommy, my grandfather, or whatever says I should do. So it's a beautiful picture book. I mean, the illustrations are fantastic. I really love it. That's one. The first time I picked up this book, I didn't even read the text. I was just flipping through these beautiful pages. I mean, look at this lovely, lovely bird. So this book is suitable for ages 5 to 8. Yes, because you know the text is the text is long enough for them. It's easy to read, and the message as well. The illustrations are beautiful. I recommend it for a 5-year-old. So from age 5 to age 8, you can get this book. I'll put the details on where to get it, how to get it, all the other information that you will need, the author's information. I'll put them in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, and please help me to help you, because I'm doing these videos for you. So please like this video, share it, tell your friends about it, subscribe. You know, just make sure that we're spreading this gospel. The main aim is to make sure that every family has a child that can read, and every family reads African literature, African stories. All right, because if we don't tell our stories, who's going to tell them? Nobody. So thank you so much, and God bless you. I'll see you again in the next video. Bye.